Welcome to day 10. As I thought back to yesterday and as I spent the last 24 hours thinking about what we talked about yesterday, I couldn't help but think about one of my favorite movies and the big scene that it built its way up to, and honestly not have just a little bit of regret that I didn't reference it yesterday because it ties in so well. It's that moment in Braveheart when William Wallace is lying on a piece of wood and he's being tortured. It's a terrible scene, but the whole movie has been building its way up to it. And what does he cry out in that moment? Freedom! That is what Jesus did on the cross. He cried out for all of us, freedom! That's what we're building our way up to, is remembering that moment and the moment that we get to live in because of it. Today, being day 10, feels significant. Maybe it's because we tend to recognize the 10s in our life. We have the decade birthdays and wedding anniversaries, 10-foot basketball goals, 10 yards for a first down, 10 commandments. The decimal system is based on units of 10. There's 10 fingers and there's 10 toes. But at the same time as it's day 10, it's also the end of the first full week of Lent. So, today feels significant. It feels like a good moment to check in and see what it is that we're really offering to God during these 40 days of prep. In Romans chapter 12, Paul writes to the church in Rome words that we can still live by today when he writes, "In view of God's mercy, offer your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and pleasing to God. This is your true and proper worship." Did you catch what Paul said to offer there as we were reading through that? It wasn't just our hearts. We talk a lot about offering of our hearts. He didn't just say our hearts. In Western culture, we often limit the invitation of Jesus to our hearts, invite him into your heart. But Paul had a different theology. He had a different invitation in mind. He had an invitation to offer our entire bodies to Christ. In Greek, the word used here is soma, meaning your whole person. So what that means is offer what you think about. Offer where your mind goes when it has a free moment. Offer your passions, what you desire most. Offer your emotions, whether they're high or they're low. And offer your body, how you treat it and what you put into it. Jesus called it a heart, soul, mind, and strength love and offering. Since we've spent some time talking about fasting, and we're talking about offering up our bodies, I'll bring that up again here, because this is what fasting is about. It's about offering our bodies to God. Hold on to the idea of fasting not as a giving up, but as an offering to. See, fasting is not about food, even though it obviously involves food. More accurately, even though I guess you could say it doesn't involve food. What it is about is offering our everything to God. It's about offering our bodies as a living sacrifice to him. So now it's time for the check-in. We're 10 days in. We're 25% of the way done, or 25% of the way into our 40 days of prep going up to Easter. Do you feel more prepared than you were 10 days ago? Today, what if we move past the idea, and maybe this will help you feel more prepared, what if we move past the idea of just preparing our hearts for Easter, and instead we intentionally offer our bodies, our soma, our whole person, heart, soul, mind, and strength to Jesus? What do you think that he could do with you, with us, if he had our all? Are you willing to find that out? I'll see you Monday.